Hey everyone, it's Sydney from Sydney. So today I'm presenting at Oracle NetSuite. I've been invited to do a lunchtime presentation and we've got a group of direct sales guys and girls and I'll be talking to them about their mental and emotional resilience as well as how to make a real impact with their customers. So here's my presentation. You can see I'm going to talk to them about becoming extraordinary. And in fact, I'm going to share with them the 10 extraordinary concepts which I cover in one of my programs, the Navigate program, so they're going to get that little insight from the session. And finally, the other thing that I'm doing today that's a little bit new and different, which I'm going to test is, I love getting feedback on my presentations because it helps me improve my craft. And I've created a specific landing page just for the Oracle NetSuite team for today. So at the end of my talk, I'll be directing them to impactladder/NetSuite and getting them to rate my presentation, and we'll see what they've got to say. Whether it's a hell yes, we'd recommend Sid as a keynote speaker, or no way, and there's an incentive for them to do so. Anyway, let's go and present to these guys. Just thinking, planning about what I'm going to say to the audience and how I'm going to connect with them. Sold all sorts of database tools traditionally, but in the last few years they've lifted their game into getting into ERP software, which is enterprise resource planning. They bought a company called NetSuite. In fact, we're meeting with the NetSuite team today. So it's the Oracle NetSuite team that was an acquisition for them. Arvind, thank you for inviting us to present today.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about the team and what are we hoping to get out of this session?
Yeah, thanks, Sydney. I saw you on LinkedIn, right?
Okay.
Sydney from Sydney.
Sydney from Sydney. You remember that already?
Yeah, I
That's
remember
good.
that. That's pretty cool. I've been following you from your startup and CEO days.
Okay.
So I was pretty excited about what you are doing right now with Impact Ladder. For us here, we have all young sales team.
Okay.
Right? And they get inputs from a lot of our sales managers, and that could get pretty insular, right? In terms of that's only a message that comes from what we want to achieve.
Yes.
But when they want to look about what they want to achieve externally, someone like you can provide that input because you've seen teams grow, you've seen individuals grow outside. So I think that's the value add. That's the kind of objective that I would like to achieve from this little conversation.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's get set up and
Yes.
let's put the show on the road.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Okay, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Before I get started, quick show of hands. Who believes here people change? Same person from 5 years ago. In fact, you're not even the same person from a week ago, and you're not going to be the same person after this conversation. So the question is, how are you adapting? And how are you evolving? Like if this is all happening right now, this is happening in your life today. How are you evolving? And what's your extraordinary? Ideally, what we want to do is we want to go from being competent to then credible, exceptional, extraordinary, right? We want to get to that impactful state. We want to shoot for our North Star, right? There's blocks in your path. And the 3 blocks that I talk about are the mirror, the whistle, and the compass. Current venture is called Impact Ladder. And it's a people development company. And our mission is to help people become their extraordinary. So we've got 3 sort of areas that we focus on. Firstly, around mental and emotional resilience building. Secondly, it's around how do you become an impactful professional. And the third area is creating high performance leaders and teams. This guy has the best features of Tony Robbins, Tim Ferriss, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Simon Sinek. He's taken the best of all and he's created the new version, Sydney from Sydney. That's all I've got for you. Saying the goal of the session for me always is to help the audience free up their heads and fire up their hearts. And so if even one thing just sinks in for them and I've stirred some emotion that they're going to do something differently or have a different conversation when they go home to their partners and family tonight, my job's done.